Hi, I'm Jacob, and this is the tuba. Now, before we start playing, there's a few things we need to know about getting ourselves set up. Now, for us, it's fairly straightforward. You'll pick up your instrument or take it out of its case, grab your mouthpiece, insert the mouthpiece into the lead pipe, give it about a quarter turn to help secure it into place so it doesn't fall out, and then you're pretty much ready to go. Now, before you start playing, this is a good time to make sure that our valves are all working really good and our slides are all moving nice and freely. The valves should be very smooth and relatively quiet, or as quiet as they can be. So I'll take you through how to grease a couple of these slides and then oil these valves. So we'll start with the slides. So first, I need to put some grease on my main tuning slide, so I'll take that out, grab a rag, and clean it the best you can. Wipe off any old grease that may still be on there or any gunk that has accumulated. Then you'll grab your favorite slide grease, apply a little bit just on the ends of the slides. I like to go all the way around. Do that on both. And then reinsert that into the instrument. I like to push it all the way in, kind of move it around just a little bit to make sure that there's good coverage of the grease on the full slide. And you can do the same thing then for all of the other slides as well. This won't be something that you'll have to do every time you pick up the instrument to play, but kind of as needed, it's a good thing to make sure that all of those slides are moving freely. Now, to oil rotary valves like this instrument, you'll grab, again, your favorite valve oil, apply a small drop of oil to pretty much anything that moves on the top. So that's all of these linkages here and back here. So just a small drop of oil on each of those to make sure that everything is lubricated and moving as well as it should be. It doesn't take much oil for rotary valves. And then once you have all of the linkages oiled, you can also add a little bit of oil to the top of the bearing, which will be right under this knuckle here. So that's the part of the valve that spins inside the casing. So add just a small drop of oil underneath there. And then hopefully you should be good to go. The other thing you can do is remove these back bearing plates. Back here, unscrew that, and apply oil to that part of the valve as well, kind of as needed. Again, this isn't something that you'll have to do every time you pick up the instrument to play, but kind of as it dries out, or if your valves and slides aren't moving well, this is a good thing to do. So now that our instrument is in good working order, now when we start playing, we need to make sure that we're sitting up nice and tall with good posture. Set the instrument on your lap. Your right hand will go to the valves, your left hand somewhere on the instrument to help support and hold it up. Some people like to hold it down here. Others will hold it kind of like on the instrument so they can hold the slide, whatever is most comfortable for you. If the instrument is maybe a little too big to sit in your lap, you can set it on a tuba stand, which rests on the floor. Or if there's room, you can rest it on the chair in front of you, again, to kind of help cradle and hold the instrument. The goal is to be able to sit up with good posture without having to slouch to the instrument and then bring the mouthpiece to your face. Again, it's all about being comfortable and sitting with that best posture. Now, to make a sound, you start with a big, full, deep breath. You exhale air through the instrument and buzz your lips as you're doing that. So buzzing like this. So I'll demonstrate that on the instrument. So before I begin playing, or when I begin playing, I like to do just a short warm-up. I love to do long tones as I'm warming up. I like to do long tones. And that goes a little something like this. And much more like that. Now, when I am done practicing, you want to make sure that you empty all the water from the slides that may have accumulated. So you can use the spit valve or the water key. It's mostly water that accumulates in here, condensation from our breath. So empty out any water that may have accumulated. Sometimes it'll accumulate in the slides. So you pull out the slides and empty those as well. So once you've emptied all of the water from the slides, remove the mouthpiece. I like to wipe it out with a clean rag just to get any gunk that may have accumulated in there. And then you're ready to return the instrument to its case or its locker, wherever it's being stored.